whatever we've been formally taught, very little of that we apply today. Because life just happens and things change so quickly.
Hi there and welcome to this video. In this video we're going to unpack an interesting concept. Bertie, in our previous video you mentioned the concept of virtual boardroom and then versus masterminds. Can you unpack that a little bit for us?
Yes, it probably will take more than one session to cover. So I will sort of focus on the concept of the virtual boardroom.
Perfect.
Now there's many official, even franchises that you can buy in terms of the concept of a virtual boardroom. And the concept and the principles I'll cover just now. But the whole idea behind a virtual boardroom and even a mastermind. And a mastermind, if I can just spend a mastermind is more something that where you train and develop people and not necessarily like-minded people. As people to come together and share their definition of certain concepts and ideas so that we can learn through experience and we can learn therefore from one another. So it's a learning experience, it's a shared experience, and many masterminds today are used as training tools to coach people in terms of one-on-many. So as masterminds applied in organizations, the specific roles that you need to achieve certain things where you bring people together. We've spoken about the concept of whole brain. So we need to get some different ideas, because if I just use the people in my department, we think alike. So we will not get anywhere because we're not challenging ourselves, because we are basing the decision we make on our groundedness and our knowledge that we've gained up to now. Future doesn't really play a role because we don't know what it is and we've got no control over it. When we talk about virtual boardrooms, it's a concept that came out there that, you know, and I think it grew out of networks. Where people have these networks and people come together and, you know, we share what we do and we try to solicit more business, make contacts for future business, and networks, from my perspective as a right brain, I belong to many, I've gone to many. Honestly, I don't really enjoy it. Because for me to sell what I do means I must sell the emotion that I experience in terms of what I do. And I need to instill that emotion and that feeling into you with whom I'm speaking, who are telling what I do. And that's not so easy. I can do it through sharing my passion. Great, well, good. But still, you've got to buy into it. So if you're a left brain person and you are not an emotive person, there's an element of block there. I don't go there. Cowboys don't cry. So it is difficult to do that. But some networks have also got a benefit where we actually share what we do in a sense of not selling you something, but helping you something. Because you may say to me, gee, you know, I've got a challenge, you know, my organization, this, that, and the other, and you know, I do the same thing as you. How do you do it? And you know, we do that in the network. And nowadays I say to people, listen, stop telling me what you do. Tell me what you've done. Then I understand, because I can see it. Right, brain? I want to see it. If I see it, I feel it. And I experience it, and I all of a sudden just go and live in that situation, and I'm saying, I like it. I want it as well. Because then you sold me something. So I need to do that, and it doesn't necessarily happen when you tell me what you do. Because most of us is boastful when we come to that. We want to share with people what we do and all those dreams we're selling. And we don't even have a car to get there. It happens. And I don't blame people for having great dreams. But that's the difference between a dream and a vision. I mean, people have dreams. Vision has got a reality check to it because it's got a defined future, a defined end state. Okay, but back to the virtual boardroom. So what it's all about. It is like-minded people from different organizations that belong to this group. And they get together on a regular basis. And the only challenge that they were given before the next meet is to define and identify a problem, something that they are challenged with, that they struggle, to bring to that table. And then we share it and we discuss it. So I'm not there to pitch business, to do nothing. I want to learn from the other board meeting members, and it could be a virtual meetup. In other words, across the globe, people get together. Or it's got a physical one in your town, or your suburb, or your city, where people come together. What we normally do and recommend that you do is you attract people at basically the same level in organizations. So it doesn't help. I have a CEO, and with all due respect, I have the accounts clerk. It doesn't work. I mean, his challenge as an accounts clerk and the challenge of the CEO miles apart from one another. So we try to get MDs and CEOs, senior guys around the table that share the same seniority and accountability and responsibility in the organization. It's important. They bring that to the table and we share that at the table. And then we discuss those challenges from each person around the table and solutions. What have I done with that challenge? No, I've never had that. I'd love to know. Ivan, have you had that in your organization? You may say, yes, I have. You know, not in the organization I'm in at present, but you know, I was at the corporate before, and we had that trouble and that challenge, and that's how we done it. And we share it, and debate it, discuss it, and everybody around the table learn out of that experience. And I put it in here, and we go around the table. So the virtual boardroom, they're not to do making decisions, it's to find solutions for us as members of that virtual boardroom. And it's extremely powerful because you take everything there. And it's not that I am now divulging my corporate jewels and that I want to protect. No. I'm sharing. Most times it's operational things, it's people-related things, it is politically issues that are impacting your business and your decisions, your ability to operate effectively. And like I said, it is, people trust each other around the table. They don't sign memorandums of understanding or security and check each other out. No. We're just there to learn from experience. I'm a big supporter of the University of Life, and that's an excellent example of University of Life. And today's lives, and most of us can relate to that, whatever we've been formally taught, very little of that we apply today. Because life just happens, and things change so quickly. So our experience, we might not even know that we've gained that experience until challenged, and we say all of a sudden, oh, I've got an answer. Where did it come from? And that's powerful stuff. And so those virtual boardrooms is extremely effective. And I can strongly support that in that you form those kind of relationships with colleagues in your town, like I say, your town, your city. Even in your organization, if you're a multi-cultural or a multi-dimensional company in terms of many continents or countries, languages and different things, get together to form this virtual organization and not talk about the strategic issues of the company. Let's leave that for the vision exercise that I've told you about. That's more we are talking about. Here on the ground, coal face, what are we doing? Now I know you can pick up the phone and phone your friend in Germany that's also in a BMW factory and get some answers in terms of the challenge that you got. But that's not necessarily what I'm talking about here. It's operational things, most and very often people-related, politics, government, influences in the organization.
Thank you. So thank you so much for watching this video. I've got a question for you. Have you ever been part of a virtual boardroom? And if you have, what was the benefit of that exercise for you? I'd love to hear your feedback below in the comments. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again.
Love to know that.